So today we will read that reproduction is of three types: vegetative, asexual and sexual. In the last video we read in detail about asexual reproduction. Before going to sexual reproduction, we need to discuss about vegetative reproduction. So let's start today with vegetative reproduction. Vegetative propagation. This is divided into natural, artificial, as I said you in the last video. Then natural is divided into root. This also I had discussed in the last video. Today we'll see about this a little more bit in detail. Leaf, stereon, bulbil. So here it be. First let us discuss about natural. First the category here is root. Root is divided in our course. We have to learn only about two kinds of root, that is adventitious and the other one is taproot. Adventitious root and taproot. Adventitious root, taproot. In adventitious root, the example here is, right, sweet potato. Question comes, what is the scientific name of sweet potato? It is Ipomia botata. Ipomia botata. Ipomia botata. And in taproot, Dalbergia siso. These are a bit complicated. You have to remember it by learning it by heart. And Cetium albigea. Cetium albigea. In adventitious root, that is not only sweet potato is the only example. The rest three examples common are asparagus, dahlia and yam. These four are the important examples of adventitious root and taproot. You have learnt about this in the morphology chapter of in class 11. So I am not discussing more about it, just a basic examples and all. Now we'll see about stem. Let's see about stem. Stem. Three types: underground stem, subaerial stem, also known as creeping, and aerial stem. So underground stem, subaerial stem and aerial stem. In underground stem, the examples are tuber, bulb and rhizome. tuber, bulb and rhizome in underground stem category. In tuber, as you know, the common, very common example, potato. In bulb, onion. Rhizome, ginger. Too simple. In potato, which is the node? The eye is the node. Or the question may come, what is node? The eye of the potato. Its stem is somehow like this. I will need a bit more space. Wait, let me drop it. These somehow like this. This is the root, the stem, underground part. This is the underground part, and here we get the potato, and these are known as lateral branches. This is the diagram of tuber potato. Now we'll see bulb, onion. I hope I somehow made it. It looks a bit odd. Well, let it be. This is our onion. This is the apical bud. This is the stem here. These are the roots. So this is our bulb onion. Now let's see the rhizome, ginger. For now, let this be our ginger. This is rhizome, and in rhizome, in our book, it's also given that banana is also an example of rhizome. You may consider it, but as we know, the common example is ginger. This is a ginger, and this here it is superficially or horizontally the arrangement is located. Superficially or horizontally located. So this is our rhizome. Now we'll see about subaerial stem or the creeping. Now in or creeping. Here it is divided into 4 categories: offset, runner, stolen, and sucker. In offset, the examples are pistia, and econia. Here in runner, Sanodon, Dactylon. In stolen, Frageria, Vallisneria, strawberry, and grass. In sucker, chrysanthemum. So this is, here it is: offset, pistia, econia, runner, Sanodon, Dactylon, stolen, Frageria, Vallisneria, strawberry, grass, sucker, chrysanthemum. Now let's see the diagram of offset. Offset, they have spongy hairy roots. They have spongy hairy roots. Waxy leaves. Waxy leaves, spongy hairy roots, and frequently they detach. Frequently they detach. These are the traits of offset: the spongy hairy roots, waxy leaves, frequently they detach. The diagram is somehow like this. This is offset. They frequently detach, they have spongy hairy roots and waxy leaves. Now let's see the diagram of stolen. Here, this is the diagram of stolen. We saw the examples like Vallisneria, strawberry, grasses, and Frageria. You can also add up here the example of jasmine plant. Jasmine also goes under the category of stolen. So we saw offset and stolen. Now we are gonna see runner and sucker. Let's see runner first before going to sucker. The diagram of runner. Mainly the grass also goes under the runner, but still then Sanodon, Dactylon, we have seen the example of Sanodon, Dactylon. The diagram is somehow like this. You have seen the grass plant. Have you marked ever in the grass plant? in the playground when you would be playing in your childhood, or while going for a walk, you must have seen that in the front of grasses small flowers grow. Small tiny flowers which are known as oxalis. This is grass runner. The oxalis are like this. The tiny flowers. They are of equal sizes always. I couldn't get space here to draw. I hope you manage with it. These are oxalis, the flowers. Not artistic enough, and this is the grass runner example, and even Sternodactylon as we have seen. Now we'll see about sucker, that is chrysanthemum, and banana also goes in the category of sucker. The diagram is like this. Is how sucker somehow looks like, and chrysanthemum and banana. See, the major thing is in between these two lateral branches, this lateral branch is present in between this. Means it's somehow like this and this, it is present in between here. Then like this and this, then present in between here. It goes on like that. Here, then again one more grows like this, then it will cover. It goes on like that. Here again one small leaf or plant you may draw, and these are the two leaves. The sucker plant looks like this. This was the leaf stem modification. Now we'll see about leaf modification. The example is Bryophyllum and Kalanchoe. Bryophyllum and Kalanchoe. Then there is nothing given more in your syllabus about leaf modification, so we'll go. We left, I think, in stem modification we left the aerial part, isn't it? Underground we read, subaerial creeping we read, and we left the aerial part. Let us see that first before going to leaf modification. This is it. Now we'll go to aerial modification, the part of the stem modification. Then we'll shift over to Tyrion bulbil. Somehow only examples about them. Actually bulbil goes under the modification of aerial modification. Bulbil goes. Let me write here only itself. In aerial, bulbil, example is Diospora and oxalis and lily. It is not clearly visible, I hope. Diospora. Diospora, oxalis and lily. Oxalis means that grass plant top flowers, tiny, those. Aerial, bulbil is a category of aerial modification. These are its examples. This is it. Nothing more about bulbil. And then Tyrion. It is a special type of bird. Special type of bird present in the aquatic plants. Turion. Example is Potamageton. This is all about Turion. Now natural is covered. Now we'll see about artificial vegetative propagation. As it was divided into artificial and natural, these all were within natural. Now we'll see about artificial propagation or the man-made propagation. In artificial or man-made vegetative propagation, actually it is divided into three parts. The first one is cutting, second one is layering, and the third one is grafting. The common methods, you have also studied these all things earlier. Cutting, layering and grafting. These three are the three modes of artificial or man-made vegetative propagation. Let's see about cutting. What happens there? Cutting also we have its three divisions: leaf cutting, stem cutting and root cutting. Leaf cutting, stem cutting, root cutting. In leaf cutting, the examples given here are the snake plant and the sansevieria plant, which goes under the leaf cutting example. Sansevieria or the snake plant. This is leaf cutting example. In stem cutting, the examples are citrus, blackberry, tamarind and raspberry. This is the examples of stem cutting plants. Now we'll see about the rose cutting. Bougainvillea and China rose. So these all were the examples of leaf, stem and root cutting. Now we'll shift over the layering part. What is layering? Before we go to the term layering, what is it? It is the part of plant under covered by soil. Roots arises from such areas, and that is known as layering. The part of plant which is under covered by soil, root arises from such areas, that is known as layering. It has also its types within it. Tip layering. The examples are blackberry and raspberry. Then we have this tip layering is also called simple layering, remember it. Then compound layering is also known as serpentine layering. Serpentine layering, it is known, examples are clematis and grapes and clematis. Then mound layering or soil layering. Mound layering or soil layering. Apple, magnolia and quince. And in air layering or guti. The examples are lychee, rubber and lemon. Rubber is Hevia brasiliensis is its scientific name of rubber. It is important, so I said that. And the last type is trench layering. The example here is mulberry and walnut. Mulberry and walnut. So this was trench layering. Now we'll see about grafting. We saw cutting, we saw layering, but the interesting one is grafting, because we get new varieties from grafting, and there is no scientific technique within that. Just a simple thing which everyone can do in their homes also. If you put a red rose plant and cut it and graft it with the pink rose plant, then you will get a beautiful color combination between red and pink. In grafting we need two things. One is stalk and the other thing is scion. Stalk and scion. What is stalk? It is the part that is attached with the soil. The part attached with the soil means, let it be something, the first thing which we come across, or the thing that struck our mind at first sight, is the part attached with the soil. It means that something, if this is soil, then something attached here. It may be like this. Stalk something, as we said, it may be something attached with the soil. It may be like this, or it may be like this, something attached with the soil up in the lower part, or it may be in the upper part. Whatever it may be. This was stalk, part attached with the soil. And what might be scion in order to do the grafting? You only guess. The part taken from outside. Part taken from outside is scion, and stalk is part attached with the soil. So the question arises here, can you say me guys, which one is quantitative and which one is qualitative among these two? Simple answer. Stalk is quantitative because it is a part attached with the soil. So it would cover the quantity. How much quantity can it keep within itself? So it should be quantitative. So quantity more, and the part taken from outside, when it will be joined here, scion, it is qualitative because it needs quality, and here it needs quantity. So when the new plant will grow, it will grow with more quantity and with nice quality. So reasonable. Now let's see its types of grafting. First one is tongue grafting and whip grafting. Tongue grafting or whip grafting. Tongue grafting or whip grafting. Here the grafting looks somehow like this. This is our scion and this is our stalk. So guys, this is the diagram of tongue grafting. The rootstock and scion, this should be of same size. Needs to be of same size. Angle should be at 45 degree and works on woody plants. It works on woody plants. So this is all about tongue and whip grafting. Now let's see about wedge grafting. It's veg grafting. Veg grafting occurs in mango. Let's see how it would be. Veg grafting means like this. This is veg grafting. Example is mango. Then we'll see crown grafting. We don't need to see more or get more knowledge about it, because these are all not necessary for CBSE much. In your book, grafting word isn't even there, but a long question like value based question will come in board regarding grafting. So you need to get some idea about it. And in NEET, it will help you, because stock and Sion, it is quantitative or qualitative. This has already come once in previous exam of NEET, that in the APMT paper. Now we'll see about crown grafting. Crown grafting, one major stalk but different kinds of Sion. Different types of Sion but one major stalk. This is crown grafting, because the shape is like a crown, like this crown shape. Here people used to wear the crown. So this was about crown grafting. Now let's see the other. Bird grafting. It is used to produce different color of flower from a single plant. From a single plant. Example is rose. Now we'll see about approach grafting. Let's see about approach grafting. It is somehow like this. Suppose this is a pot. Let me really do a pot. This is a pot, this is a pot. Here it's taken, now here it's taken. And both are joined by beeswax. In every kind of grafting, like tongue grafting or whip grafting, crown grafting, all those beeswax is joined. These all need beeswaxes. Crown grafting, bird grafting, approach grafting, tongue and whip grafting. Everywhere when you join the part, beeswax is used. The last one is chimeric grafting. Nothing about it, just know its example. Its example is Bijaria orange. Chimeric grafting. Example is Bijaria orange. Now we said the term beeswax, but what is its composition? What is its function? What does it do? Let's see beeswax. Now grafting part is over. Cutting, layering, artificial, natural. So vegetative propagation is now over. Now just only the part left is composition of beeswax. These all are necessary for NEET and a value based question for CBSE and nothing else. tallow. This is an organic compound. Tallow, one part. Bee wax, a wax from a bee house, like the queen gives the bee wax is produced from that hive. Then resin, 4 parts. Lastly, graft clay. In this graft clay, 2 parts of clay and 1 part of cow dung. So this is all about bee wax, tallow, bee wax, resin and graft. Tallow plus bee wax plus resin. This is separate and the last part, graft clay, is separate. It is mixed, but these three are first melted together and mixed with the soft dung, that is the cow dung and clay mixture, which is known as graft clay. This is first melted and mixed with the graft clay. Now the important question for CBSE also and for your NEET also: why there is no grafting possible in monocote? No possibility of grafting in monocote. Just a one word answer for it. Why? The answer is in monocotes the grafting isn't possible because of the absence of vascular cambium. It's just because of the absence of vascular cambium. So now here we get over. We completed our vegetative part. In the first video we completed our sexual part. Now we'll see sexual part in the next video. For now, this much. Till then, take care. Bye. And thank you for watching this video.